here with Rusty as Mark from Video Game Heaven.
Y'all ain't ready for this.
Oh my God, what happened to your head, dude?
This is what people want to know. The Brotastics, you guys should be doing restaurant reviews.
We are here! Today I'm Keith with BROTASTICNERDOM at Blerdcon, and we are joined with Mega Ran.
Yo! Smartest in the world, amazing advancements in the field of robotics. And money was no object, but he never felt the need to make a profit with projects.
So, what were some artists that influenced you growing up?
Well, a lot of video game musicians, Koji Kondo, man, like a lot of game creators and game music creators. So listening to like the Super Mario Brothers music or the Mega Man music and Matsumi Maname and so many other great composers are what inspired me. And later, of course, moving into hip hop, guys like LL Cool J, Run DMC, Beastie Boys, Chuck D, Chubb Rock, you know, Big Daddy Kane, Eric B. and Rakim, KRS-One. That's from that school of East Coast, old school, golden age, they call it, hip hop.
So if you had a top 5 hip hop artists, what would they be?
It would be, you ready? Dylon, 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 and Dylon.
I spit hot fire! Dylon, you heard it here first, people.
No, I mean, I can't pick a top 5, man. It literally changes every 3-4 years. Like, so honestly, I don't know. Like, it rotates so much. You might love someone so much and then they do something crazy, or you find out that they, you know, were extremely abusive and then they come out of your list.
True.
You know what I mean? So it happens, or they side with pedophiles or things like that.
That's fair.
You get weird stuff happening with your heroes. So, and it moves the top 10, 5 and 10 lists around.
Scary to meet your heroes.
It is scary.
Yeah.
It is.
So lyrically, okay, so if we wouldn't who would you say more influenced you lyrically?
Man, I love Redman, because Redman could make you laugh as well as he could kill it on the rhymes. He always used funky beats. Yeah. So I would say Redman's definitely one of my main lyrical influences.
It's fair. Okay, so video game music wise, right? All right, so obviously Mega Man influence for your name, Mega Ran. Are you one of those guys that could just listen to the scores of soundtracks of music? Like,
oh, totally.
Yeah.
I used to, before they sold soundtracks, I used to just put my recorder next to the game and just record game music.
Just 8-bit.
The cool thing was that Mega Man, you would pause it and the music would still play. So I didn't have to like get my guy hurt, but I could pause, hear the music, and hit record.
Yeah.
So Mega Man is a huge part of it. We used to put it on cassette tapes and listen. And then later I got a job at a game store and we used to buy soundtracks. So Resident Evil, Final Fantasy, Mega Man, I would just buy them on CD. And then just recently, as this January, I went to Japan and I went in the record store out there and bought a bunch of soundtracks that I didn't have. Chrono Trigger, the Earthbound, and so many more.
Okay, so I got to get into this question. Recently, you were featured as an entrance song for the Golden Lovers for Omega Ibushi. If you guys don't know, Bullet Club for life. What was that like? That's huge. I mean, it's just it's
pretty huge, man. I try not. I never get my hopes up when things are told to me like that.
Yeah.
So I started thinking like, oh, maybe it's a possibility. But even the day of the event, shout out to Alex Jabali as CEO, who connected me and Kenny, even though we had met a bunch of times. He didn't necessarily know who I was or that I made music.
Yeah.
So he made the connection again, and he's like, dude, if Mega Ran makes a song for you, will you use it?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I mean, I'll show it to Ibushi, and if he likes it, we'll do it. And so I made the song called Golden like 4 days before the event. And he's like, dude, I really love this. Yeah. And even up until the moment, I was like, I don't know if they're gonna use it. And then we got to pre-production at the New Japan event, and the sound guy was like, all right, we got your track queued up. Like, you're ready to go. And I was like, oh, it's gonna happen. So they played the song, and I was there like just filming them coming out, just as a fan. And then to hear my music, it was just unbelievable. Like, that's maybe the first time I really like fanboyed out, like had a real fanboy, like, I can't believe my life moment.
Yeah.
Like, that's definitely one of them. That was
It's
unreal, dude. So I'm just glad Kenny and Coda liked the song and wanted to use it, man. It's an honor, man.
It's a good song. I mean, like,
thank you.
Okay, so for those that don't know, I have a lot of his songs on my workout playlist. Golden is like one of my favorite ones that I can hit on repeat, cardio, lifting. And you need to check it out on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, I think it's on your Facebook. It's definitely on your Facebook page.
It's on Bandcamp, on Facebook. It's everywhere.
Oh, but definitely add
Produced
that.
by Lynx Kinetic. I got to shout him out. Amazing producer who flipped the original theme and did some really cool stuff with it. I won't say much because I can't announce it yet, but you will be hearing that song again somewhere.
Ooh.
That's all.
Ooh. So can you talk about your newest project with MC Lars? Or is that
it's coming. No, we can talk about it. The Kickstarter is out right now. You can go to tinyurl.com/DeweyKS. It's called the Dewey Decibel System. We're both English majors, and we both love books. So we've decided to write rap songs about our favorite books, novels, short stories, comics, whatever. And the whole album is done. It's recorded. It sounds super dope. So now we just want to put it out to y'all. So there's a Kickstarter going on right now. There's probably like 20 days left. We're like 88% of our goal. And we got some great stretch goals if we hit it. So we want to bring you guys this album the best way possible, plus dope videos. So it'll be out late October if everything goes according to plan.
Do it. Go to the Kickstarter. I will. You should. Please. Like I love your WWE themed, like wrestling themed.
Oh, thank you.
Like
the Matt Mania stuff is just like I appreciate it. We started up with a podcast, and then I was like, you know what? I do this with video game music. Why don't I do this with wrestling themes?
Yeah.
Make rap versions. And we worked with What Culture for a while on getting those out and premiering them, and that was really successful. The Brock Lesnar track is one of my favorites.
Youngest in charge, with the game under my arm. Anyone in my path has done considerable harm.
So we did New Day and Shinsuke and Finn, so many guys. And then those guys actually would hear the songs and be like, oh, we like this.
Dope.
So I'm just, proud of how that went.
It's definitely like all those tracks on there, as well as your 8-bit game versions. Like, thank you so much for your time. Again, everybody go check out Mega Ran. He's definitely going to be on Facebook, Spotify. Is there any other upcoming projects you want to throw out besides the MC Lars?
The album, what is it called? Emerald Nights 2 is out now. Myself and Bag of Tricks Cat. You can go get that everywhere. Came out in June. It's doing really well. It debuted on Billboard as the number 22 rap album in the country, which I think is pretty cool.
Definitely should have mentioned that.
So that's coming soon. Go get that.
Yeah.
Well, it's out now, rather.
Yeah, true. Coming live from Blerdcon. Thank you, guys.
Peace.